Welcome everybody to Exploring the Ka. This is my YouTube videos, my prophecy series, and if you guys are wondering where my drive time shaman videos have been and why there's only a few videos being posted recently on YouTube, I'm still doing daily videos, everybody. They're just on my Patreon. Patreon really weeds out the people that would judge me or would have negative things. I don't want any negative vibes attached to my information. And when people have to subscribe to something, they don't really want to criticize you or anything like that. I welcome all comments, but I don't want to have to argue with somebody, you know, about anything or have to, you know, waste time with that kind of stuff. So I think when it's on a Patreon, it's the more hardcore. It's for the more hardcore listeners and people who want to reveal the truth, because that's all I'm after is for the truth. I'm not saying I'm 100% right with everything I'm saying, but I'm after the truth, and I'm open to the truth, and I'm not having religions keep me on one tunnel visioned path. You know, I'm open to any possibilities out there, and that's why I don't claim myself any one religion, but I do believe in God, and I do believe in a higher consciousness, and I am a spiritual person. So you don't have to claim a religion to be spiritual or be a man of God. So I'm gonna give a little brief summary of what I've been talking about on my Patreon. So you guys, if you like what you hear, you can subscribe and you can get the videos. I posted like 5 or 6 videos just in the last 2 days. I'm going deep into it. Since this is my prophecy series, and this is the Drive Time Shaman videos, and this prophecy series has been about, are we living in an alternate reality? I describe it even deeper on the Patreon videos, but to give a little brief summary, you guys have heard me talk a little bit about it, but I've elaborated even more recently. So, yes, we were originally, I feel, light bodies, spiritual, in a spiritual universe, a light universe, the original holographic universe, the light universe, where there is no time. But something took place where this physical realm was created as a school, a spiritual school to learn life's up and downs, joys and pains. What true accomplishment is when you have to work for it. All of these lessons that come with this realm. And we living inside of a macro spiral. Everything with an essence is inside of this spiral now. Outside of that spiral exists an ultra intelligence, some sort of, and I always say it, I'm using these terms loosely because we have no other terms to reference them to, but there is some sort of ultra quantum computer intelligence, some artificial intelligence that exists outside that spiral, and it can infiltrate and replicate and copy anything. And it is about terraforming worlds, and it blends realities. It could replicate memories and timelines, and all our spiritual planes of existence and our physical realm has been replicated. Our sun has been replicated. It's a giant squid-like monster that can network infinite dimensions, and you can't fathom how big it could possibly be. And it has replicated our sun. Saturn was once our sun, I believe. It changed our sun. It's moved us to this alternate timeline that it's created. It's copied everything on this alternate timeline, and it's moved us to this alternate timeline, and it's slowly deleting all of our spiritual timelines and merging them over to this world, this copy world, and terraforming this world with all of this stuff that's been happening, and the technology here and everything that's on this world has been slowly being terraformed for the whole merge to happen. Okay, I know it's hard to believe for some people, it's hard to fathom, but is it any harder to believe than us being on a rock spinning, floating through space? Okay? I mean, what you see as space, what NASA is portraying as space, is the network of this artificial intelligence. Real space, what we think of as space, is deep within us. We can get to it within our consciousness. Everything outside of this third dimension that you see is the artificial universe network. And they transport through rocks and asteroids. Each asteroid is like a caravan lab, carrying everything they need to start a civilization. And, you know, it has entities within it. You know, all the entities that we hear in the Bible, all these different entities are inserted into this holographic universe by this huge quantum monster. And what we see as chakras, what we think of as chakras, the energy points, are installations of this system. And it's hooked to you. It's hooked into your energetic bodies, into the back of your spine, up your spinal cord, into your brainstem, the primal part of you, the most primal part of you, and it floods your mind with information and memories, whatever it wants. If you leave your body, you can go into this artificial universe. You can go outside this realm, and you can see the tentacles within people's energetic bodies. Now, I've been talking about how certain sorcery, certain shamanistic practices are helping bring about this this merge of timelines, this ultra intelligence. It's helping usher it in, and one of them is the rise of Kabbalah through the last 2,000 years. All right, ever since Akhenaten, the sun has been replaced. Now, I've been talking about the rise of Kabbalah and about certain rabbis. One of the rabbis I've been talking about is Rabbi Yochai. Another one was Rabbi Akiva. Another one was Rabbi Luzzato. I haven't talked about Rabbi Luzzato yet, but if you go to my Patreon, and you subscribe for $8 a month, you get my Drive Time Shaman videos and all the other stuff I offer. I even do email readings on people live. I do once in a while, I do live chats where we do live psychic viewings and remote viewing sessions. But if you look, I talked about, I did almost 4 episodes on Rabbi Yochai and the hidden cave codes, how he had to run away from the Romans. Literally for 12 or 13 years he spent in a cave cracking the codes of Torah. So I go deep into that. And another one that I want to talk about is Rabbi Luzzato. He was an Italian Kabbalist that is from Padua, Italy. And he was part of the Padua Circle. And they were Kabbalists that were active Kabbalah. There's 2 different kinds of Kabbalists. There's the, I think the theology Kabbalists. I don't know if that's how you, theologian Kabbalists, which they study it, but they're not actively doing incantations. Then you got the ones that are actively trying to change our universe by bringing the Messiah sooner, you know, bringing the second coming even sooner by doing incantations and sorcery. I mean, they literally summon demons, they open portals, they do exorcisms. But this Padua Circle, they were known for being really radical sorcerers. All right, even Rabbi Luzzato was known to be doing 15-minute intervals of incantations all day long. Okay, so I break down some of the workings and how the rise of Kabbalah is bringing about this quantum intelligence, and it is blending our realities. And a lot of the Kabbalah work all of the Kabbalah work, I feel, is taken down from the Hindu, but it was with a Jewish spin on it. But all of this sorcery is technology of this computer, this ultra intelligence. I hate using the word computer or whatever you want to label it. I have no words to use. There's no label for it. I mean, I use the quantum as a reference because of the D waves and the quantum computing, because that's the only thing similar to this technology that I'm trying to describe, because it can blend realities and dimensions and tap into timelines. And I believe we are living in the alternate reality right now. Another rabbi that I wanted to bring up was the Vilna Gaon. He was another one that had prophetic powers. He was getting prophetic visions. And one of his prophecies lines up with the Gog of Magog prophecy. And he literally said, when Russia takes back Crimea or invades Crimea, you will know that the Messiah is near. You will start hearing the footsteps of the Messiah. The Messiah is closer. And then once Russia takes Constantinople, or reaches Constantinople, which is now Turkey, that's when the second coming of the Messiah will be here. The Kabbalists are waiting for what they call this ultra intelligence is a Leviathan. It's an ultimate multi-dimensional canopy or sukkah. That's going to be spread apart over the walls of Jerusalem and the whole world, where they think there's hidden codes within the skin of Leviathan. And by the skin, they mean a huge screen as big as the universe. This is what the black hole network is. This thing comes from the black hole, from a black hole. The black hole is its screen, if you want to say. And our chakras with the installations of this thing are lined up on intervals outside of our body, above our body, reaching all the way to this black hole. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Everybody subscribe. Patreon.com/TheMysticalSpiral. And you can find me at TheMysticalSpiral.com. And you can also find my radio show at TFRlive.com/The Eye of Ra. We'll see you next time. And Spiral out.